I know you might not want to hear this, but let's talk about it. The Venus in retrograde. Dun dun dun. I know you've probably heard of Mercury retrograde, but what the heck is Venus retrograde? I'm going to share with you how this affects you. Of course, Venus, the planet of love. We have to talk about love, but also it is the energy of money, beauty, right? Finances, pleasure, lifestyle. So it's going to be affecting these areas of your life. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you everything you need to know about how to deal with Venus retrograde, what it means, how it affects you, what you can actually do, and maybe some things that maybe you shouldn't do during this time. So let's just get into it. If you're new here, hi, my name is Tina Wong. I share helpful spiritual things on this channel for you to understand your world, your cosmos, your universe, how to manifest, how to live the life of your dreams, how to be a person of impact. So that's kind of what we're about here. If you're liking, like the vibe, like the video, subscribe to the channel. We have lots of videos coming through for you. Okay, so let's talk about Venus in retrograde. Venus in retrograde happens around 18 months, okay, every 18 months. The last time it was in 2023, and I remember it distinctly, okay, because I was, we're not gonna go there, but I was in a pickle, a situation when it comes to love. But let's talk about the energy of what it means. Well, this Venus in retrograde begins on March the 1st all the way to April 12th. It's going to bring forth the energy of you realizing that there's a couple of things that might be that needs to be under review. What happens here is that we're talking about the Venus, the planet Venus, which is love, beauty, pleasure, luxury, money, worth, and value going backwards in a sense, going asleep in a sense. So instead of all the good things, the most positive things about that Venus has to bring to your life, now it's telling you to take pause, okay, be cautious, take a step back or two or three, and really review and reflect. Retrogrades are the best time for you to reflect on what has been working in those areas that Venus rules, like love, money, worth, value, stuff like that. And begin to see the patterns that are maybe not so helpful. It's not the time for you to go headfirst in starting new relationship. Let's begin and date everyone, and let's rush into something, and let's just splurge on this, and let's just get a drastic haircut. Like, this is not that kind of vibe. Actually, these are the things that I wanted to avoid, because during retrograde, how you can work with this energy, I know it gets a bad rap, is to put everything under the microscope. Do and move slow and slower and slower and slower. This is the time where I don't want you to feel pressure in any way to make a decision. Maybe you're meeting a really cute, okay, a cutie pie who you're like, oh, I'm kind of into him, right? Or into her, whatever, right? And then they're moving really fast, and you're like, oh, I feel the pressure to like say yes, but I don't know if I'm 100% ready. I want you to take your time, okay? Take your time. Things can be cloudy right now. Judgments are not reliable right now, okay? So I want you to wait it out. I want you to, if you can, avoid putting together any big decisions when it comes to your relationship, when it comes to purchasing something really big that matters to you, or when it comes to making a drastic change about your look. Like, okay, I'm going to drop my hair off, I'm going to dye it blonde, I'm going to dye it black. Hold your horses, okay? Because what happens when it comes to the retrograde, it brings up a lot of old patterns, right? Retrograde, think about right? Replay, resurface, rekindle, whatever, okay? This is the time where, the exes can be popping up, okay? If your ex pop up during this time, let me know, okay? Or old friends, or old habits, or old patterns, something like that. So watch out for that. Venus retrograde. Soon we will have Mercury retrograde as well at the same time as Venus retrograde. So March is a crazy month. Put your seatbelt on, guys. It's crazy. So Venus retrograde, how you can work with this energy is that it brings up, the sensible side of you, honey, okay? I want you to calm your down, okay? And really tap into the wise woman, the wise man, the mature you, okay? Think about, okay, in the past, I've been rushing into relationship, dating questionable men and women, who, doing weird things with relationship, like I'm just being caught up in my patterns or my unhealed wounds, whatever it is. I want you to put it out, okay, on a piece of paper, put it out in a canvas in your mind or whatever, and really notice what are your true desires when it comes to relationship now, when it comes to love and romance now. Do you want to date around for fun because that's what you were doing unconsciously, because you didn't really care? But now, okay, you're older, wiser, hotter, sexier, okay, more spiritual, more aware. And then now you're like, okay, actually, I want a conscious partner. I want a conscious relationship. I want to have someone who understands me from, all levels, not just likes me for my looks or whatever, because that thing's gonna fade, right? So just really tap into what do you really desire out of a relationship? What do you really desire out of love? What are the patterns that you're ready to outgrow, right? This is a very spiritual time for you to reflect on what hasn't been working, right? If you're single and ready to mingle, I don't want you to be desperate and tap into any relationship that is available, any guy who's gonna text you back, or any girl who's gonna give you, 1 second of attention and you go all in. I want you to really define who is that person for you, right? Really define what kind of relationship we like to have, what kind of love connections you like to have, but also beware of your patterns. As I mentioned, we all have, okay, some kind of unconscious, unhealed type of patterns. Like, for example, right, we become really naggy or become really annoying when it comes to relationship because we want it our way, okay? Whatever. Or sometimes we tend to just rush things, okay? And fall, okay, let's get married, let's do the thing. And then you don't see the red flags. Maybe you saw it, but then you're wiping it off your eyes, right? Just kind of notice what are some of these patterns that are not even yours. Or maybe it comes from a lower version of you. But now, okay, hotter, sexier, more conscious version of you, what would she want, right? What speaks to her? What is the love that she actually deserves? I want you to really ask yourself these questions. Now, it not only Venus retrograde affects your love life, your romance, your relationship, as mentioned, it also affects your monies, okay? Because it also rules worth and value and finances. So this is the time where I want you to think of money in terms of lifestyle, not money, okay? Money and lifestyle. What kind of money, habits, lifestyle that feels aligned with the person you are and are becoming? Remember, you're the creator of your life, okay? Whether you want to live a poor life or whether you want to live a rich life, that's up to you, okay? But you have to be conscious of what you are creating. So I want you to think about what kind of lifestyle do you want? What kind of relationship, okay, with money do you want? With wealth, with finances, with abundance, with prosperity do you want to have? Do you want to be the kind of person who never feels like anything's enough? Do you want to be someone who goes from paycheck to paycheck? Do you want to be someone who is more liberal with their money, who maybe invest more in luxury things versus penny pinching? I want you to really realize what kind of relationship with money do you want? What is that relationship with money do you want to create in your life? What kind of lifestyle you want to live? Right? Because different people have their different ideal lifestyle. For me, I like to travel, I like to be free, I like to free roam out in the world, right? So what that means is that, my lifestyle is like a vacation, like constantly. That's my lifestyle that works for me, that is aligned for me. That's the lifestyle that I want, right? So when it comes to money, I don't think about restriction. I think about how I can utilize my money to bring forth expansion and freedom and happiness and joy and beautiful experiences in the world. So that's not my relationship with money and finances and the lifestyle I want to live. So what is it for you? Okay? And I don't want you to restrict anything here. I want you to really play around with it. So the next thing I want to talk about when it comes to Venus retrograde is the energy of worth and value, right? We talked a little bit about it meaning in money, but it also means in your relationship with yourself, honey, okay? Yourself. Do you love yourself? Do you value yourself? Do you feel deserving of all the good things? Do you feel deserving of living the lifestyle you say that you desire? Do you feel worthy and deserving of having that beautiful man, woman, whoever, love of your life, okay? Who's going to treat you right? Who's going to prioritize you? Who's going to be devoted to you, okay? And not like flee at the first sight of inconvenience. Why are you going to want that, right? Who wants that? No. Anyway, so just think about that. When it comes to receiving the good things in life, it all comes down to feeling good, sexy, worthy, deserving. It's an innate, knowing. And this is the reason why I have my Divine Feminine Activation membership, where I'm always in there sharing with you guys all the learning, all the teaching. You have access to all my Divine Feminine teaching courses and trainings. And the reason being is that the Divine Feminine already knows that she's inherently worthy. So when you want to tap into your inherent worth, you tap into the Divine Feminine part of you, right? The masculine is the go-getter, provider, right? Showing up. The feminine is the receive. Okay, the receiver. So if you're interested in knowing how to receive, how to manifest, how to just like allowing things to come to you and manifest so much easier, I invite you to check out the trainings inside my membership, the Divine Feminine Activation, and you also get lives with me and coaching, and it's like a really good place to hang out. Okay, so link is down below. I want you to tap into where is it in your life that you feel unworthy of receiving the good things, unworthy of love, unworthy of quality relationship, unworthy of the kind of money you really want, the lifestyle that you really want, the house you really want. I kind of missed that one. I meant to do this. So tap into that, because deep inside of us, there are these weird programmings that were placed upon us. Like, who are you to live this kind of life? Who are you to go on vacations every single month? Who are you to have the kind of guy who is actually faithful? All men cheat, but why? What makes you a special snowflake that this guy's gonna be the one for you, that's gonna be good to you? You don't deserve that, right? There's programming in the movies you watch, in the society, that's everywhere, telling you don't deserve the things. So these are things that are not even coming from you in the first place. It comes from somewhere else. So I want you to take this time, okay, these 40 days or whatever, right, of Venus retrograde, to really contemplate on where do you feel undeserving, undervalued, right? For being the person that you are, for receiving the things that you get to receive, the relationship, the opportunity, the job offers, but also the pay. Okay, if you're an entrepreneur or even not, I want you to think about, am I being undercharged? Okay, am I getting underpaid? Okay, if not, then I want you to think about, is there room for me to raise my prices? Is there room for me to charge more for what I do? Because who you are is of high service, okay? And what about when it comes to job, right? You know clearly that the person next to you is getting paid more than you, but you feel weird and unworthy and I don't know, whatever you feel, to not ask for that raise, I want you to really think about that. Okay, I want you to think about you are worthy. You're doing the same job as that freaking person. So why are you getting paid less? Right? I want you to start thinking about how you can increase your worth, increase your value within yourself. Okay, I'm just saying that, but inside you're already inherently worthy. The universe, the divine God, source, whatever, in the eyes of God, you are perfect. You are worthy. You are deserving. Actually, these words don't even exist in the eyes of God. Okay? God, universe, the way that the universe, God, source looks at you is a pearl of perfection. Remember that. You're the one who take on these beliefs in this worldly realm and somehow got tricked that you are not worthy of living the life you want. This world is not even real. It's all made up from within you. Whatever you believe you are deserving of, you get. If you believe that you're worthy of getting paid, I don't know, $30 an hour, you will get paid $30 an hour. If you believe that you get paid $1,000 an hour, you will get paid $1,000 an hour. True story, okay? My story. I believe I was worthy of getting paid 20-something dollars an hour, and that's exactly what I experienced at a certain time of my life. And then when I moved to my time is worth more than $1,000 per hour, and that's exactly what I get paid per hour, more than $1,000, right? So when things shift in the way that I value myself, my time, my energy, and how I begin to see what I do is of high service, how I begin to see myself as God sees me, that's when things change. My standards and my level, my quality of relationship change. The way that people treat me, like even, just people on the street, and people who are of like surface nature, like people who are like the waiters, the people who are the room stewards, stuff like that, the hostess, the way they treat me is so much different because I began to treat myself so much different. Right? So this is why it's so important during this Venus retrograde. Yes, it's about love. Yes, it's about relationship. Yes, it's about money. But more importantly, it's your relationship when it comes to worth and value within yourself, because everything has to stem from within, okay? And it does. So begin to go deeper within yourself. Tap into the parts of you that is inherently worthy, okay? Listen to me. You are inherently worthy. There's nothing you need to do to prove your worth. There's nothing you need to do to chase some weird validation. You are worthy. Okay? Listen to me. You are freaking worthy. You are deserving of everything. Everything. All your dreams, all your goals, all your desires, the best relationship, the best life, the best health. You are deserving. Okay? Say this with me. Feel it. Know it in your heart. And if you want to dive deeper into this, and if you want to mingle with me all year long, link is down below. The Divine Feminine Activation Membership. This is the place where we hang out, where we get to know each other. I get to know you. You get to know me. We share all the teachings. First link down below. I love you so much. Check out my other videos to understand the energy of March. Is a big month. And this is Tina Wong, and I love you so much.